Welcome back to another YouTube video. Time to talk about Raw and NXT. Raw. Sheamus and Bobby Lashley. They were supposed to have a fight. They didn't. We had a triple threat. Drew, Damian Priest, Sheamus. Damian Priest wins. Pins Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre shakes his hand afterwards. We had Randy and Matt Riddle versus Lashley and MVP. RK Bro win, as they should. Outside shenanigans happened, obviously. First match was Rhea and Shayna. Rhea beat Shayna. And then Nia Jax destroys Rhea Ripley, destroys Nikki, and later destroys Charlotte in a work shoot kind of thing. They worked kind of stiff in that match, obviously. The Viking Raiders beat Veer and Jinder Mahal. Right call, Viking Raiders tag champs again, hopefully at some point. Eva Marie versus Doudrop wasn't even a match. Doudrop attacked Eva Marie before the match, so the announcer says Eva Marie can't compete, and that. Karrion Kross squashed Humberto Carrillo. John Morrison versus Omos. Omos wins. And then we had AJ versus Xavier Woods. AJ wins. So, yeah. Obviously, AJ and Omos are going to go back after the tag belts at some point. But I don't know when that's going to happen. As a whole, Raw was... Three things were good on Raw. The tag title match, the triple threat, and AJ and Little. No, sorry. AJ and Xavier Woods. My bad. Oh, yeah. What did Ilya Dragunov even say? Completely forgot about that. Mandy Rose versus Saray. Saray wins by a count out because Mandy Rose gets drop kicked in the face, and then she's like, yeah, I'm done. Tommaso backstage promo on Ridge Holland talking about how he's going to beat him. Dedicates his match to Timothy Thatcher. Ridge Holland versus Tommaso. Tommaso wins. I honestly thought Ridge Holland was going to win, but no. I'm glad Tommaso won. It's cool. Kyle O'Reilly versus Duke Hudson. Kyle O'Reilly wins, as he should. Kyle O'Reilly going to go for that NXT championship at some point. As will Pete Dunne, as will Tommaso. I don't know who's going to go there first. Maybe Pete Dunne. Cameron Grimes has a backstage segment with the Grizzled Young Vets where he drops the replica $1 million championship on Zach Gibson's foot. So Cameron Grimes is obviously going to have a match with one of those guys. Ilya Dragunov basically calls himself the Ring General, or he says that the Ring General has fallen, and the long live the Czar. So he's the Czar now. So the Czar era of the NXT UK champion. Kaylee Ray, backstage, talking about Ember Moon, talking about how she could beat Ember Moon. Ember Moon, backstage, talking about how she can beat Kaylee Ray. Ember Moon and Kaylee Ray are going to have a match next week. Who's going to win? Probably Kaylee Ray. Carmelo Hayes is backstage. Him and Santos Escobar have a little promo back and forth kind of thing. Carmelo Hayes versus Santos Escobar probably going to happen next week. Imperium versus Drake Maverick and Grayson Waller, sorry. Imperium wins. Hype them up for potentially going back after the tag titles. I don't know when they can do that, but I just say that because they probably will. LA Knight versus Johnny Gargano. LA Knight wins because Dexter Lumis distracts Johnny Gargano by mistake, mind you. He didn't try to do that. because Johnny was going to go for his, like, I don't know, Johnny was going to go for a finishing move, and Dexter Lumis was like, held up his hand to say, hey, if you want to do the mandible claw kind of thing that I do, you can. Raquel Gonzalez versus Jessica Maya. Raquel Gonzalez wins and then stares down Frankie Monet. Frankie Monet will be champion at some point. I don't know if they're going to have Kaylee Ray take the title off Raquel or if they have Frankie take it. Frankie versus Kaylee Ray sounds like a way better match than Raquel and Kaylee Ray. Whenever Frankie gets that championship. Roderick Strong versus Ikemen Jiro. Roderick Strong wins. Hype up for his match against Kushida whenever that happens. Joe, backstage interview, says he's ready to take on all comers. It's pretty much what it was. Just ready for everybody. Anybody that wants to fight him, they can fight him. MSK, they're backstage. They say, we want to fight Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch next week for the tag belts. So that's happening. Io Shirai and Zoe Stark are backstage. They're talking to Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro because, they're going to fight each other next week. Casey and Kaden say how they're a real team. Io Shirai proclaims that she doesn't like anybody, not even her tag partner, which she's been saying that this whole time. So obviously we know it's true. Got everything. Ciampa and Rich Holland. That's our main event. Yep, that's everything. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys later.